So, with all the hype and anticipation around Terrifier 3, it looks like the guy behind Art the Clown, who plays him himself, has come out and made comments that in the future he would love to play the Joker if James Gunn was to give him the chance. So this is kind of crazy. The fact that we could have the guy behind Art the Clown wanting to play Joker in the future, I mean, that sounds really cool. But then again, just because he can play Art the Clown, it doesn't necessarily mean that he can play Joker as well. They are both clown characters, but they're very different, and the nuances in the acting methods behind them. Anyway, guys, let's jump into this article from Games Radar. Let's break it down and let's see what the actor behind Art the Clown had to say. So, Art the Clown, star says he wants to play the Joker after the Terrifier. Quote, hopefully someone like James Gunn gives me the opportunity to tackle that. So, let's keep going down. Art the Clown star David Howard Thornton will soon hit the big screen and traumatize moviegoers in director Damon Leone's brutal and bloody sequel, Terrifier 3. By the way, guys, I have made some videos on the channel recently talking about Terrifier 3, going into detail and information about the film and the fact that audiences have been walking out of the movie because it's so grotesque. So make sure you check out that video if you're interested in more Art the Clown in Terrifier 3 videos. So, but after the franchise is done and dusted, the actor is keen to switch horror for the superhero genre and take on another iconic clown role next, the Joker. So, quote, the Joker is my favourite villain of all time, and that's the character I would love to play myself one day, says Howard Thornton in an exclusive interview with Games Radar Plus. So hopefully someone like James Gunn gives me the opportunity to tackle the character because I would like to do a lot of fun things with him. The role has taken on many times by legendary actors such as Jack Nicholson, Heath Ledger, and more recently Joaquin Phoenix, but there is always room for one more. Howard Thornton has proven himself to be a varied and limitless character actor, so why shouldn't he be next to don the famous scarred smile? Moreover, the star admits that he's been a fan of the Joker since he was a child and would carry around a Mego DC Joker figurine adding, I am a huge comic book geek. Like I said in my opening, the fact that David Howard Thornton, yeah, he's done a great job playing Art the Clown. Art the Clown doesn't talk in the Terrifier series, whereas Joker, some of the most famous parts of the Joker character on screen has been the dialogue, the way that he carries himself, his persona, the way he talks, the way he delivers those lines, especially Heath Ledger's Joker in The Dark Knight. You know, part of the reason that that character elevated itself so much more than the other Jokers, in my opinion, was the dialogue, the way he delivers those lines, the personality, the quirks that he has. And I think it's very, very different from the way that David Howard Thornton has played Art the Clown. They're both clown characters. They're both kind of, evil kind of clowns. But they're very, very different in the way that those characters are portrayed on screen. The nuances, the details, how they carry themselves, their personas, they're very, very different. So just because he's played Art the Clown, it doesn't necessarily mean he's going to be a good fit for the Joker character. But then again, we never know, could be proven wrong. He could do a great job as the Joker if he was given the opportunity, but that's yet to be seen. I'm sure there's going to be a lot of people in Hollywood that would want to play the next Joker whenever he pops up in the DCU. So there's going to be no short of actors wanting to audition for that role. So you'd have a hard time, David Howard Thornton, trying to get that role if he wanted it. So, however, the star has already made a name for himself, portraying the sadistic and evil Art the Clown, who has become a modern horror legend. Yeah, he's definitely becoming that. He's becoming one of the most popular horror icons there are at the moment. The star reveals that the Joker was actually a big inspiration in his portrayal of Art, amongst many other villains. I kind of look at Art as being an amalgamation of all the horror icons that came before him, says the star. There are little bits and pieces of every single one of those characters, from Jason to Pinhead to Freddy, Chucky, Jigsaw, all of them. But despite Art scaring the pants off Terrifier fans, the clown, which Howard Thornton calls horror fanboy, is actually not the scariest jester in the genre, according to the star. Quote, my scariest one would probably be Pennywise, he says. I mean, he was always my favourite back in the day because it was just that whole concept of this thing. It feeds off fear and it can change its form depending on what scares you the most. Yeah, that's true. That's one of the big selling points behind the It franchise with Pennywise the Clown. In that kind of reboot, the last kind of Pennywise It movies, like they did a great job portraying the clown in that movie, and the fact that he can turn into anything that you fear the most, again, that's a pretty damn unique thing to Pennywise the Clown. So in Howard Thornton's upcoming movie, we will see Art do some shape-shifting of his own as he suits up to be Santa Claus in Terrifier 3. Just as the first 2 movies were set on Halloween night, the 3rd installment takes place during the Christmas period. That was a great decision to change up the kind of the tone of the movie and have it set at Christmas. I think that was a great way to go. And it follows the evil entity as he wreaks havoc on final girl Sienna once again. The movie is written and helmed by Leone and also welcomes back Laura Lavera, Samantha Scavidi, and Elliot Fulham. I'm sorry if I butchered those names. Terrifier 3 releases October 11th. For more, check out the best horror movies, blah, blah, blah. So yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, this is only a short video. There's not much to say here, really. But the fact that David Howard Thornton has come out and said that he would be up for playing the Joker, and he wishes that James Gunn would give him that opportunity. I mean, that's pretty cool. I mean, him playing another clown character, in the Joker, like I've already kind of expressed, even though they're 2 clown characters, they're 2 kind of evil clown characters in Hollywood movies. They're very different in the way they carry themselves, the persona, you know, the dialogue, the way they're portrayed on screen. So, guys, I kind of throw it off to you. Do you think that David Howard Thornton, the actor behind Art the Clown, do you think he would be a good fit for a potential future Joker, potentially in the DCU, if James Gunn was to give him a shot? Or do you think just because he's already played a clown character, it doesn't necessarily mean he'd be a good fit for the Joker? Whatever your thoughts are, guys, put them down in the comment section. Can't wait to hear your thoughts, comments, and opinions on what David Howard Thornton had to say about this. So, guys, thanks so much for watching. Be sure to hit that like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one.